Okay, time for a match. So I took out the Helion and put in the War Marshal just because it was a bit too expensive and played with 16 lands. So with the Ravings, I think it's fine. We don't have anything that we would start crying if we discarded. I think I will start with Swiftwater Cliff and then see if Turtle or Ravings. So we're in the finals. The deck has performed well. Obviously won by Burning, both Burning Vengeance and Firebolts and whatever. And it looks like we're facing Elves in the finals here. I played 5 drafts in the last couple of days and I faced Elves in the finals, 4 of them. So I guess that shows it's a good deck. I think it's solid. So perfect. We really need a Firebolt. So I'm going to desperately start raving, not finding it, because our deck actually matches up against elves very, very good, but if we only have lands and turtles, we need the burn spells, because if they start curving out like this, we will have a problem catching up, because no sweepers main board. Yeah, the Ravings did not give us much, and the hand doesn't match up well against curving elves, that's for sure. Hopefully, I mean, if they start playing elves here, I think game 1 might be lost. Let's hope for... Okay, let's just hope that this is... We could block with turtle 2/2 and a token, and hope to just trade a token and a 2/2 for this, because then we might get back with 2 burn spells on the top. But if... I mean, yeah, we have to go for the block. I guess they could have some sort of pump spell that would not be that good. Okay, so this is a bit too late, I think. We could just desperately search for something, but yeah, it's over. Okay, so this is a good matchup, I think, but our hand as it sits and our draws afterwards did not really match up against turn 1 elf, turn 2 perfect, turn 3 hunt master into elf. I think we could have beaten that curve with just like a firebolt and a flame jab or whatever, but obviously we did not know what we played against. If they played something dirtly and we just had the card draw, I think it could have worked, but this looks pretty bad at the moment. Yeah, but a good elf deck, I think that's like top 3 archetypes in the format. Obviously they have a pump spell, so we're dying. If we draw something very good, I guess we could see one more card, but I'm going to concede there, I think. Yeah, I think maybe like 5th best deck or something is if you get a good flying deck. 4th might be tokens, white-red tokens. Number 3 is, I think, a good burn deck, like red-green, the all-in aggro. Number 2, I think, is elves, and number 1 is just the whole Grixis thing I'm trying out. And wherever you end up, you can get the most powerful decks. Okay, so basically if we draw well from here, it looks like because if we can get Burning Vengeance going against an elf deck, we should be able to win, I think. No turn 1 elf, and I guess we go for vengeance next turn. And we do have, I mean, most of our red spells are burn spells. So we know that there are firebolts, carbonize, chain lightning, a lot of cards that are really good against the creature deck. And our opponent has a pretty slow start. And so do we, sadly. I guess now we can hold up counterspell, hope that they play a 4-drop, and try to find our 4th land. And I'm glad we can counter this, because the Huntmaster is very good and very annoying to play against. Right on time, 4th land. I think we could go creatures and then analysis next turn, because now we have a pretty good board. I guess they could have Huntmaster again or whatever. But if they have nothing, I guess they they will have something, because they have 6 cards. But okay, maybe they had nothing. Night's Whisper. Then we have some decent attacks, and we could still draw cards like Firebolt and just start killing stuff and attacking. Or Carbonize. But we don't need to play that now, do we? They don't have a big board. I do like to hit my land drops now so we can start deploying stuff. And I think next turn we can go flashback. Yeah. We could go flashback, Carbonize or whatever. I mean, of course, if they play a lot of elves here, the pump tapper can get annoying, but we'll see. Ah, okay, decent. At least that's not an elf, but it's a beater. 3/3 trample haste. Now what? He can give something +2/+2. We have to kill that now so it doesn't go out of hand. So I guess we can, and that's actually pretty good, because now we can go deep analysis, aim the vengeance trigger at something, Carbonize the other guy in response, and even if he pumps, we can just flame jab it afterwards. We can kill both elves, even if he pumps. So it doesn't really matter where we point this. 2 damage to you, he will tap in response. Ah, no, we don't have mana for the flame jab. Carbonize. Ah, okay, it costs 3. Okay, so then, okay, but I guess we can do it next turn. Forgot about the casting cost. Okay, so we kill the tapper because that's the most annoying, and that guy will survive because it gets 1. Okay, but maybe we draw land. Okay, so was lucky because now we can flame jab it. We needed to draw an untapped red source for that play to work, but sometimes you get lucky. And now I have a hard, because lands are damage. Chain lightning is obviously damage. I think we're just going to kill that 3/3 because it's annoying. And we should be able to win with the combo of Dragonauts and Burning Vengeance from here. We could also, Quiet Speculation is gas, but maybe we save that for triggering the flyer. Okay, so they have a Werebear, and they can discard cards maybe. But next turn we can have a pretty explosive turn. Might as well offer a trade here, or a jump. So play Dragonauts and Quiet Speculation, because next turn we have a lot of options. I guess Firebolts are good here, representing 4 damage each, and maybe a Ravings if things go bad somehow. But now we have a graveyard full of gas, decent mana, and a flyer that looks pretty good where it sits. And we have shump blockers for, werebear growing or whatever. Opponent with 3 cards in hand, we have 3 cards. I guess the turtles aren't super impactful right now. But we have also the flame jab in the graveyard, which is a cheap way to get in lots of damage potentially. And I guess playing against green, they could have sideboard cards against Burning Vengeance. So I'm happy we have. Red cards. Okay, concede. Deciding game here. Let's hope for some more burn. Okay, this looks a keeper. Heritage Druid is very good. I think I'm just going to flame jab it up front because that's too much mana advantage for our opponent. And okay, Night's Whisper. I guess we need blue mana, so take a turn off, but we still have Firebolt for hopefully something we can kill. That's perfect. So now we can go like Quiet Speculation, Firebolt. And this is what I mean, that Elves is a very good deck, and as I said, I played it in the finals most of the times, but it doesn't line up very good against blue-red. It's for 1 mana we killed his 3-drop, and we will get to play it again. Waiting with Speculation. We need to find the Burning Vengeance, and that guy is good enough that I will probably Firebolt Flame Jab, losing out on a mountain here, but that's just one of the cards that can really get his deck going, and we need to find Burning Vengeance, I think. So we flame jab that, pitch the 4th land, and I guess attack. I don't know. Now it feels like maybe we need to get the card draw spells into our graveyard. Start to look for one of our 2 Burning Vengeance, and just why not have 3 Firebolts in the graveyard? They are pretty good against elves. Next turn we can start drawing cards. We sadly cannot kill that one right now. So I guess we get a board, and next turn start drawing cards. Yeah, another. Okay, so they have a good deck. They even have multiples of the good rares. So it looks like this can be a close game after all. Because if we don't find Burning Vengeance and they gain this sort of ramp, and they got a good board from basically nothing, nowhere. And we have even killed 3 creatures, and they have 5 already. So what do we do here? 4/4 is annoying. Burning Vengeance would really solve this, I think. Draw cards. Okay. So I guess we have to get that out and then start getting rid of spiders and hunt masters next turn. Maybe keep the mountain for a flame jab, yeah. I guess it costs 5 to flashback a firebolt, so we need. It would be nice to have 6 mana out and still have a land in hand, so we'll see. We could lose. Though they have the pump spell again. I am going to try. And if these blocks work. No, they had the pump spell again. It's close. It's going to be close. So that was a good draw actually. Now we can go firebolt. Wait, it's probably on spider. And use the Burning Vengeance trigger on the spider and then kill the Huntmaster with a flame jab. Yeah, this must be correct. And while he's tapped, I guess he can tap 1, 2, 3. He can only get 3 mana, so he cannot flashback the might. No. Which is also relevant, so we need to go for this now. And then go flame jab. Because that one will grow his board too fast. And next turn we could potentially kill off the druid and okay, so drawing a red land there was very good. And this shows that elves, if you get, I mean, this guy was all obviously alone on the archetype, and if I saw elves just going by me, I would certainly move in, because I think that archetype is very powerful as well. But this Grixis experiment is just a way to start a draft, and if it works, it usually works. And obviously if you see one of the other good decks being open, then you can move into them as well. Okay, not a bad draw, but flashback. We could just flashback a firebolt and kill everything but the mongoose. Seems decent. And we have another firebolt in hand and another one in the graveyard. So, and we still have Desperate Ravings and we have the flame jab. So finally it seems like we have stabilized this board and we should be able to win from here, but I guess he could have more powerful elves. Might be correct just to throw this at him now because of the shroud and his hellbent, so I do want to close this out now as quickly as I can. Yeah, there you see, Nature's Claim, killing of the Vengeance. And okay, I will admit to being pretty lucky here, because that was obviously a top deck. I don't think we needed that, because I mean, we would have hit him down to 11 here, had the Dragonauts out, we could have flashbacked Firebolt, hit for 3, flashback Firebolt, hit for, yeah, I mean, and now we have a counterspell. But obviously the Vengeance will shorten, I mean, his number of turns by far, because now we are 1 trigger away. Drawing a land, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay, so I guess I still think, even though the last game here was really close, I think that staying within Grixis, or if you open good Grixis colored cards early and pick them up, you can, from there you can end up in one of the 3 good archetypes. I think you can end up Reanimator, you can end up Burning Vengeance, you can end up just a good control deck, maybe with Hundens or whatever, or you could end up like a mix, a Burning Vengeance deck that splashes something, or something within those colors. And obviously if that doesn't seem to work, or if for example Elves is open, go into Elves. If Flyers looks like it's very open, go into that. and so on. But I don't like some of the other green archetypes. So you would have to open very good powerhouses to be able to be Simic or Celestia or something like that. But I do also like the Atarka Red deck. It's basically like when you play Cube and you play the red deck wins, but here you have a splash of green also. But it's mainly red, you play all the burn, you play all the aggro, and the Curd Apes and the Flinthoof Boars and Bloodbraid Elves and stuff like that. You play mainly like you're splashing green in red deck wins. Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully on Thursday we can do a regular draft. So until and we'll also have our top list up. So see you later. Bye.